Hello, everybody. I'm Brett Wagner, and welcome to Pastime. Name the time, win the cash. It's that easy. We are in Montgomery, Alabama, at Montgomery Motorsports Park, and I got a few $1,000s, and I want to give it away. So let's meet our contestants. Roscoe, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. How are you?
Thank you for coming out. Notice Roscoe wearing a nice Pastime hat there. Looking good, buddy. Mark, thanks for coming.
Hey, thank you for having me.
And, of course, Ken Herring, my partner.
What's up, man?
Owner and operator of Texie Chassis Works. We're going to save some money today, right, Ken?
All of it today.
And don't forget our lovely car wrangler, Paige, over there doing a good job. Ready to play?
Yeah.
Let's bring up our first car. Danny, how you doing, bud?
Doing fine.
Tell me about that ride.
It's an 84 S10. It's got a 383 small block with a power glide transmission running a 529 gear.
All right, Roscoe, first question.
Got any nitrous on that?
It's got nitrous, but I'm not running it tonight.
Mark.
How much that truck weigh?
2410.
Thank you.
And Ken Herring for Danny.
You normally run that truck 8th mile?
Normally 8th mile.
It's got enough gear to go all the way to the end?
We're going to run it.
You're going to run it right straight through,
We're
right?
gonna run it.
Whether it does or not.
All right, buddy. Hey, Dan, thanks for coming. Make a good pass for us. We're wearing the Bama shirt right there. All right, guys, this is a $100 pass. Let's lock in our times. Roscoe, tell me about yourself.
I'm from Bristol, Tennessee, automotive technician, and proud father of 2 little boys.
Oh, you want to say hello to the boys? Go ahead.
Hello, Logan and Nathaniel.
All right, $100 pass. Let's get those times locked in. All right, everybody's locked in. Let's take a look at those times. Roscoe with an 1150, Mark with a 1056, and Ken with the 1030. Ken, what's the hardest thing about running a truck?
The aerodynamics are no good on them. So it takes a little more power to make one run just as fast.
Awesome. Wow.
Sounds good.
Well, that's a nice way to start the show right there. Yep. Got a little muscle in that car. Let's watch this pass. All right, stuttered there a little bit, but he got off good.
Run it out the back door, though. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The 27?
Ken Herring cash is good right there, buddy.
Right out of the box. It didn't look that fast when it
1027.
left.
Not bad.
Close, but not close enough.
Let's do a little recap. Ken Herring, the house, sitting on $100. Mark sitting on 0, and Roscoe sitting on 0. You guys want to meet our next driver? Let's bring him on up. Travis, tell me about your car there.
It's just a stock Mustang with a few bolt-ons.
With a few bolt-ons.
Nitrous kit, gears.
Oh, a few bolt-ons.
Just a few.
Roscoe, first question.
Said you got a nitrous kit on it. How much you spraying?
100 shot.
All right.
Aftermarket heads or
It's just stock. Stock 4.6.
been work?
No.
And Ken Herring.
What tire's on the back of it?
28, 10.5.
Is it a drag ready or what is it?
True slick.
A slick, okay.
Have you been down this track before?
Oh, yeah.
A few times, huh?
A bunch of times.
All right, buddy, make us proud. Get out there. All right, $100 pass, guys. Like to see you on the board there, Roscoe. See that right there?
Yeah, I'd like to take it all home.
You'd like to take that home. Ken would like to keep that.
Well, I'm here to take it away.
Well, there you go. All right, everybody's locked in. Let's take a look at those times. Roscoe with the 1220,
Oh, look
Mark
how
with the
close.
1302, and
He's on
Ken
me.
Herring with the 1281.
Yeah.
Ken, stock Mustang with some juice.
I don't know. Who knows? He had that look on his face. It might be more than what he's saying.
Now, Mark,
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm a lawyer from Atlanta.
A lawyer?
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta watch what we
Yeah.
say. Get any slander
Father of
trouble.
2.
I need one of those just in case I say something dumb while we're filming.
I'm the good kind, corporate business kind.
There we go. There we go. All right.
I think that 13's got it.
Well, at least we know it's gonna hook.
Yeah.
I just like when they purge that
Yeah,
like that. I
always
mean, I
looks
just
good.
like when they... Let's watch this pass. Woo. Little tire spin there.
I think that's yours, buddy.
Yeah, it's looking like it.
That's yours.
We're going to see what we got. $100. Who's going to get it?
Yeah, that should be
Oh,
nice.
1361. Let me just walk right over to there, the big man, Mark. Congratulations, Mark. Give me a little pound there. Right on the board already in the game. Let's do a little recap, folks. Ken Herring sitting on 100. Mark sitting on 100. And Roscoe.
Yeah.
That's all right, Roscoe. You got the good-looking hat on. Let's meet our next driver. How old be, Bridget? No, I shouldn't even ask that, Bridget. You look like you're 18. You're old enough to drive?
I'm 29 and holding.
All right, 29. Tell me about your ride.
78 Camaro. It's really my son's car. He had to work today, so I get to run it.
All right, Roscoe for Bridget.
How many times have you made a pass in that car?
Five times.
All right, Mark for Bridget.
Any power adders on the car?
No.
And Ken Herring for Bridget.
You know anything about the motor in it?
305.
305?
All right, Bridget, you ready to make a pass for us?
I'm ready.
All right, make your son proud. Here we go. All right, Bridget getting in the Camaro.
That didn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, why is the 305 a little odd there, Ken?
305s never came in those cars that I know of.
Yeah, that's why Ken Herring is our resident expert.
Who knows on this one? We'll see.
Yeah.
You also got to know what you're going to be able to drive.
All right,
Yeah.
Roscoe is locked in. Mark is locked in. Ken is locked in.
y'all
Let's
go
take a look
high.
at those times. A 15.75 for Roscoe. Mark with a 14.99, and Ken Herring with a 15.50.
And I'm feeling Roscoe's got the run.
There you go. Let's see if you can do a burnout. Not bad. Mini burnout.
Street tires. It's better not to burn them out, actually.
Why is that, Ken?
When they get hotter, those street tires won't stick as well as if you just go around the water and make it hit. Wow, Roscoe, I just got
Here we
this.
go. Well,
Hey, you might as well roll down to Roscoe on that one.
Roscoe, I'm just going to hand you this $100 bill just in case, because I got a feeling we're going to get a slow time here. It's like getting on the oil pads right there. Is she there yet? Yeah, 18.49. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's do a little recap. Roscoe
pretty,
on the
Roscoe,
board.
but
Give
you
me
got
that. Wasn't pretty, but you got the money,
Hey, it
Roscoe.
worked.
$100 for Roscoe. Mark's got $100 and Ken's got $100. It's all tied, folks. Don't go anywhere. Round two coming up. The jack is getting better. Pastime. All right, folks, welcome back to Pastime. The jack is going up. We're getting into round two. Let's bring up our next racer. How are you, sir?
Hi, you doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I like that shirt. Look at that, folks, right there.
There you go.
I've never heard of the show, but somehow I think it's popular. Clint, tell me about your ride.
It's 85 Regal, small block Chevrolet, street car, 373 gear, pretty much it.
Roscoe, first question.
How much power estimate?
Around 400.
Mark
10 bolt or 12 bolt in that rear end?
10 bolt or 12 bolt.
10 bolt.
And Ken Herring.
Tell us a little bit about the motor.
It's a Dart iron head, solid lift cam, 30 over full seat.
You ready to make a pass for us?
Yeah.
Thank you, bud. Thanks for coming out. All right, $200 pass right here. $200 gonna look good in your pocket, Ken Herring.
It sure will.
Like what at mine?
Let's take a look at those times. Roscoe with the 12.25. Mark with an 11.50 and a 13.21 for Ken. Mark, you think that thing is gonna do good?
Well, he's got his battery switches and everything. He might be a little more serious.
All right. Getting a little
Slick on it.
sideways
That's
there.
slick.
See,
That's
cameraman,
slick.
you got to be careful on Pastime because that guy may hit you. Well, here we go. Let's watch this pass. Got off pretty good there. Sounded good. This is going to be a good pass. Yeah, better than grandma. 12.04. Let me just get over there to Roscoe. How you doing, big man?
Pretty good.
$200.
Good job, man.
Good job. That hat's bringing you luck.
Yes, it is.
Roscoe sitting on $300. Mark sitting on 100, and Ken sitting on 100. Let's meet our next driver. Now this is our combo round. The combo round is when we bring up two cars, and you got to give me one combined time. It's my favorite round of the whole show. Hey, thanks for coming out. What's your name?
Matt,
Matt, tell me
Yes,
about
sir.
your ride.
just 89 Mustang, 302, bolt-ons. That's about it.
And sir, what's your name?
Matt Senior.
Matt Senior.
Yeah.
Matt, tell me about
1970
your...
Mach 1, 351 Cleveland, and just bolt-ons.
Now, did your dad get you into racing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I didn't have a choice. It was
You,
in my blood.
you didn't have a choice.
No.
So dad, no gymnastics. I'm only racing.
Only racing.
Now, you beat your dad a lot?
No, I've never really raced him
Oh,
before.
so this is a first.
Kind of sort of now.
You gonna let him
on
win?
the track.
You gonna let him win?
Not if I can help.
That's right. All right, Roscoe, who do you want to ask?
Mark, you say a few bolt-ons. What do you got on there?
Just upper intake and stuff like that. Mass air meter, injectors, a few things like that.
All right, Mark, junior or senior?
Junior. Are you spraying it off?
No.
And let's go to senior for Ken Herring.
Tell us about the motor in that car.
351 Cleveland.
Any add-ons?
Add-ons, yeah. Intake, carb, headers, bolt-on stuff like that.
Okay.
Little cam.
All right, let's go. Father versus son. Here we go, guys. Let's make a good pass. Father versus son. I wonder if it's going to end in a fist fight at the end down there. I don't know. Pop looks like he could take him.
Yeah.
All right, let's lock in our times there, guys. $200 pass, the combo round. Love the combo round. All right, Roscoe is locked in. Mark is locked in. Ken Herring is locked in. Let's take a look at those times. Roscoe with the 23.50. Mark with the 25.40. And Ken Herring with the 26.01.
So which cam were we hearing while they were
I think the far
Dad's?
Mustang.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's when he said little cam. It sounded really good.
Rolling burnout right there, folks.
There we go. Now if he'll
That
do
one
that off the
sounds
line.
good, too.
Woo! See a little rolling burnout. Not just, that's a rolling burnout.
That's got a drag rating on it.
Well, here we go. Father versus son. Mark Jr. is in. Here comes Mark Sr. Here we go. Let's watch this pass. Oh. Pop didn't even want to go. Junior's gone.
I think I might end up with this money here.
Junior is gone. Pop didn't even want to take off. Let's catch him back up. Yeah, let's get right over there. What do we got final? What was the time there? 33.09. Ken Herring. See, was that one? It was that one right there. All right, good. Cash is good, my man. Let's do a little recap. Ken Herring sitting on $300. Mark is sitting on $100, and Roscoe is sitting on $300. Anybody's game. Let's bring up our next racer. Jeff, you got a styling hat on there. I may need to borrow that with this. What's up with this heat you got out here in Alabama?
Well, I try not to bring it with me.
Yeah, you try.
No, sir.
Did you bring it with you?
No, sir.
Okay, all right. Tell me about your ride.
It's a 02 Camaro Super Sport. Got a stock motor, 9-inch forward rear end, and a turbo 350 transmission.
All right, Roscoe, question.
What size tire you got?
28, 9.5.
Mark?
You spraying that car?
Yes, sir.
How much?
150.
And Ken Herring for Jeff.
Is it a standard or automatic?
Automatic.
Okay.
You ready to make a pass for us, Big Jeff?
Yes, sir.
All right, if you do a good pass, I want that hat.
All right.
All right, buddy. Thank you. I'm going to need it. All right, $200 pass. Mark, need to get that 200, don't you?
Yeah, dude. I'm getting pounded.
You're a lawyer, though. You're used to it.
Yeah.
You're used
Hey,
to
it's
the lawyer
about time we
jokes.
get a turn at it.
Roscoe is locked in. Mark is locked in. Ken Herring is locked in. Let's take a look at those times. 10:65 for Roscoe and 11:23 for Mark, and Ken Herring with the 12:10. 10:65 there, Roscoe.
I think it'll run pretty quick.
Here we go. Yeah, turn them wheels. All right.
I hope the juice livens that up.
Yeah.
That's what it's about right there, folks. Right there. It's the thrill of racing on pastime, but it's about that cash. Let's watch this pass. Wow. Chevy, I want one. Come on. I think this took off. That's a great pass. Wow. 10:98. Let me just walk down to the man who knew what was going on. Big Mark with an 11:23. How are you, man?
Thanks, sir.
Let's do a little recap. Ken Herring sitting on 300. Mark sitting on 300. And Roscoe sitting on 300. It's a three-way tie. Don't go anywhere. We're coming back with round 3, and the jack is going up. It's past time. Welcome back, folks, to Pastime. I got a three-way tie, and we're getting to the third round. The money is going up. Let's meet our next racer. Todd, you tell me, is that a Datsun?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about that Datsun.
73 Datsun 240Z. It's got a 355 Chevrolet small block with a turbo 400 transmission. It's got a 355 gear in it, 26-inch tall slick. Something to play with.
Roscoe for Todd.
How much horsepower?
Honestly, I really don't know. It's got a 210 shot of nitrous on it. I don't know what it pulls on the motor. It's pretty much stock 355.
It sounds like you got everything in there that you can put in there.
It's got a decent camshaft, nothing else.
Mark?
We got some slicks on the back of that car?
Yes, 26-inch tall slick.
And Ken Herring.
Does the car normally hook pretty good?
Very. It'll hook in dirt.
Wow.
That's good.
It'll hook in dirt. What kind of radio you got?
Actually, I don't know what kind of radio's in it, but it's been in it forever. I had never turned it on. It does work.
Oh, I'm sure it works. Well, listen, if you keep going down, there's dirt down there. Just keep going all the way down.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy. You have a good pass. It hooks in dirt. Ooh. Like that $300 pass. I got a three-way tie. This is pretty close. Ken, you get me a little nervous here.
Hey, at least I'm tied.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
Roscoe is locked in, Ken Herring is locked in, and Mark is locked in. Let's take a look at those times. $300 pass, a 9:15 for Roscoe, a 10:63 for Mark, and an 11:31 for Ken. I used to have a 240. I used to have one just like that.
You fit in it?
Yeah, I fit in it when I was thinner.
Yeah.
Didn't have a big V8 in it. Wow. Oh, I'd love to pull up next to someone with a nice big muscle car in that, you know? Wouldn't that be fun just to pull up and go, hey.
Your head poking out the top?
Yeah.
Turning the bottle on.
Uh-oh.
He can leave that off this time, buddy. I'd say y'all's passes are pretty dependent on that bottle.
Here we go. Let's watch this pass. Dotson. Oh, yeah. Look at him.
I think that's mine.
That sounds good. Look at him. He hooked up real good.
Yeah.
I still think it's cool.
Let's see. $300. My man keeping the
Oh, yeah.
$12.35. Get in there, Big Ken. Look at that. Cash is good.
Hold the rest on for a minute.
Yeah, you got it. We go. All right, let's do a little recap, folks. Ken Herring sitting on $600. Mark sitting on $300. Roscoe sitting on $300. Let's bring up our next driver. Tim, where are you from?
I'm from Birmingham.
From Birmingham. Tell me about that ride, Tim.
That's a Pontiac GTO 2006 model. I bought it new a year ago. Thanks to my lovely wife for 5 years, who was gracious enough to let me come out on my anniversary today to run the car.
Oh, very nice. Oh, well, that,
may
Tim,
or may not
thank
be
you
a
very
good
much for
thing.
letting Tim come out. All right, Roscoe for Tim.
You got any power adders on it?
Just basic bolt-ons, cold air, headers.
Mark for Tim.
What tire are you running on the back there? Street tire?
I've got a street tire today.
Okay.
And Ken Herring for Tim.
Have you ever run it down the track on the street tire? Or run it down the track, period?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yeah, how do you get your wife to let you out on your anniversary? What'd you do?
Well, she was hoping to ride, but we found out that was against the rules.
Oh, all right. All right. Well, hey,
she's the
happy
loud
anniversary.
red
Happy anniversary. Is that the one
Thank
yelling
you.
back there?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Have a good pass. She's yelling, going, I should be driving that car. $300 pass. Let's get those times locked in. Ken Herring is locked in. Roscoe is locked in. Mark is taking his time. New cars.
All yours always seem to take time when it comes billing time, don't they?
Everybody's locked in. Let's take a look at those times. A 14.50 for Roscoe.
Oh, my, I gave it a
A
lot of credit.
14.01 for Mark. And Ken Herring with a 12.95. What do you know, Ken, that we don't know?
I'm hoping maybe he runs better than I hope he did. That's a good reverse.
And a reverse burnout.
Oh, I don't know. I think that's pretty good.
Our first reverse burnout we've had.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can pull it out in the end here.
It ain't running a 14.
Sure,
I can
but
tell
in
you
third
that.
gear.
I don't know where we're at, but it's.
Ooh. 13.01. Let me just hand you that money, big man. Right there. Cash is good. I told you, Montgomery. He is good. Let's do a little recap, folks. Ken Herring sitting on $900. Mark sitting on $300, and Roscoe sitting on $300. Don't go anywhere, folks. It's past time. The final round is coming up worth 500 smackaroos. All right, folks, welcome back to Pastime. We're into our final round, which is worth $500. Let's take a look at our contestants and see what kind of cash they got. Ken Herring sitting on $900. Mark is sitting on 300, and Roscoe is sitting on 300. So unfortunately, Roscoe and Mark, this $500 is not going to put you over the top of Ken. So Ken basically has already won the show. So we're playing for pride. It's not over yet. All right, we're playing for pride. Are you ready to meet our last driver of the night?
We are.
Let's bring him on up.
Nice helmet, dude.
How are you, buddy? Ladies and gentlemen, this is, you know what? This is a good friend of mine, Dano. Dano,
Peace.
Working for ZZ Top, doing a lot of painting, doing a lot of stuff, and thanks for coming down. I appreciate it. Yeah. Tell me about that ride.
Well, that's a 2004 Acura RSX, and I've done a few things. I got a Borla exhaust, spare brakes, Jackson supercharger, and I wear piloted driving shoes.
And pastime, too. All right, well,
from
thank
LA,
you.
Lower Alabama.
All right, Roscoe, first question for Dano.
What kind of tires you got on it?
Bridgestone, just regular street tires.
Okay.
Mark?
What kind of horsepower are you putting down?
Do you want me to tell the truth or what I'd like it to be?
Truth, please.
299.
To the ground.
To the ground.
Okay.
And Ken Herring for Big Dano.
How much boost on it, Dano?
10 pounds.
10 pounds? All right, I see you got your skull and crossbones already.
Right, pirate.
Thanks for coming. You got the helmet going. You ready to make a good pass for us? Thanks, buddy. Thanks for coming down. Let's go. Look at that paint job, too. Jackson Pollock right there. Dano Pollock. I think that's a bunch of guys from one of them paintball war things. They just go in there and you start shooting the car. This is all for pride. Roscoe and Mark. Let's take a look. Roscoe is locked in. Mark is locked in. Ken Herring taking his time. Import, Ken. Import.
Not good at imports.
Let's take a look at those times. Roscoe with the 1365. Mark with the 1250. And Ken Herring with the 1330. Pretty close. Pretty close.
I think we're all in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's see how he does on a burnout.
At $299 on 10 pounds.
Thing can't be very heavy.
Well, here we go, folks. Last race of the night, last pass. What a funky looking car.
Paint on the tires is going to give it to you.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. Let's watch this pass. Chunk of the tires. Chunk of the tires.
I think it's going to be you.
Shifting. Let's have to speed up a little bit. Make it a halfway good.
It's all Roscoe.
1464. Let me just walk on right over there to Roscoe. Big Roscoe, congratulations for pride. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that means our winner is Ken Herring. So Mark and Roscoe, you gotta hand out your cash. I apologize.
Thanks.
Hey, Roscoe, thanks for playing, man. Appreciate you coming out. Thanks a lot, Mark. Ladies and gentlemen, it's past time. Name the time, win the cash. It's that easy. I'm Brett Wagner for Speed from Montgomery, Alabama. We'll see you next time.